with 7. McGinnis with 5. Jumper. Got it!
And that is the contest, folks. 53-29.
And for the third straight game, the Bears have taken down a state-ranked opponent.
Pulling up just inside the 3-point line. Hello everybody, welcome to Bear Basketball on BMP. Tonight, it's the 6-7 Willow Bears versus the 11-2 Hartville Eagles. Good evening everybody, I am Nolan Perkins.
And I'm a new face over here. I am Colton Solba. Tonight looks like a very great matchup. It's going to be the Willow Springs Bears and Hartville Eagles, with the Willow Springs Bears with a home record of 1-1 and the Hartville Eagles with a home record of 5-0. The Willow Springs Bears have been putting up about 59.6 points a game, and the Hartville with 57.4, but here's the tip-off.
All right. Here we are at the logo. We have Colby James dribbling down to the right side, inside, trying to find something. He can't find anything, so he dribbles back out. On the right wing, looking around. Driving into the lane, pulling up at the SCA logo. It's no good. Rebound number 15 for the Eagles. We don't.
Top of the key, talking the play over. From the logo. Swings it out.
Almost tipped by Jace Rogers. Inside two, posting up. Spin move, throws it up with the right hand. No good. Rebound, Aiden Stewart.
Stewart bringing it down the floor now. James is going to come from the top of the key now.
Here's Colby James driving inside on the right side.
Fakes him out.
Back out to the top of the key. His brother hands it off to Jace Rogers. Jace Rogers driving into the lane and lays it off the glass with the right hand.
Hartville coming down the floor now.
It's up to 30. 30 pulls up the left wing. Three-pointer's good. Here's Colby James.
James will hand it off to the other James. Up to Rogers now, top of the key. Driving in. From the block. It's good. Lays it right off the glass, and that's going to be 4-3 Bears.
Good finesse from Jace Rogers. 10 driving in, pushing a little off on Brady James there.
They're going to hand it off now.
15.
From the top, driving in to the corner.
2 in the corner, being guarded closely by Colby James. Colby actually tips the ball.
Very great defense by Colby.
Jace
Where's
Rogers
it now? In the paint.
15 going up, lays it off the board for 2. Here's Colby, letting the offense get set up. Inside, Jace Rogers on the left elbow, posting up. Spins, throws it back out to Aiden. Aiden on the left wing, driving in. Gets forced back out.
They're going to throw it back to James, play it safe, get some plays going. James for three. Off the rim.
No good. And
but it's going to be a foul.
we got a foul underneath. That's going to be on number 23, Brody Thompson. That's going to be his first foul. Got under him a little bit on the rebound.
Just a little. Hartville bringing it down the floor now.
Inside 25, posting up from Brody Thompson. Throws it back out. 30, pulling up from the top of the key. It's good. Hartville has a good start to the game, knocking down some good three-point shots. 30 has 6. And here's Colby James on the other end of the floor going up. His hook shot's good, and one.
Very great play by Colby, very aggressive. He just threw it up there and was able to achieve it.
Yeah, he used the contact to get himself, a little, make that space that he needed to get the shot off.
He created the gap he needed and was able to convert it. James to convert the N1.
There it is.
Sinks it. That's going to be 7-8, Hartville leading. Hartville will bring it down. Brady James guarding. To the corner, drives it in. It's going to be tipped. Jace Rogers bringing it down the floor now. See if we can get a fast break play here. James is open on the block, but they're not. They're going to start a play. Swings it out to... Oh.
Good defense by the Hartville Eagles. 10 with the steal coming down. Lays it up with the left hand off the glass. 4-2. Willow Bears wasting no time. Here comes Colby James on the left elbow, pulling up. Go ahead and takes it. No good. 15 gets aboard, and the Hartville Eagles come the other way. On the fast break, number 2 going with a little bit of a Euro step. Lays in for 2. Wasted no time on that play.
They went right out there, and they knew exactly what they were doing. They had to go right in there, and it is now 12-7, Hartville Eagles.
Got a foul call on the floor. Foul's going to be on number 5, Aiden Stewart. That's his first. I'm not 100% sure what the call was. It was off ball, so I wasn't really paying attention.
I wasn't really either. I was watching the ball. I'm not sure, but I'm sure it was probably the right call. Hartville going to start their offense now.
25 on the right elbow, throwing it to 30-30 in the left corner. Takes the 3. It's good. He's going to have 9 now. He's having a great night from the three-point line.
And I believe that is 3 for 3 from the 3 for him.
Yeah.
A lot of threes. James is going to drive in now. They're going to try and draw the charge, but it's going to be no good. And James' shot is going to be a miss. But Hartville's going to throw it out of bounds, and that will be bare ball.
That would have been a good look if they could have completed the pass.
Would have been a great look. Just a little too long, though.
Timeout.
Let's go ahead and take a look now at the Hartville Eagles. Hartville has returned 7 of their lettermen from their state competing team last year. Hartville did end up making it to the Final Four last year. Great run from the Hartville Eagles. 2 players have graduated last year, though. Together, they averaged a combined 54.1 points per game, 27 rebounds per game, 12.7 assists, and 5 steals per game. They were both all-district picks, Holland Bell and Dakota Sigel. Bringing the ball back in now, Brady James is going to bring it down the floor. Swings it out to James on the wing. Other James up top. They're going to drive in. James is going to go for the pass, but it is going to be a block on the floor.
Sorry about that. We didn't have a rush, so I ran down and got one.
A little out of breath?
Yeah, a little bit. Here you go.
Thank you.
All right, here's the inbound from the Willow Bears. Aiden Stewart throwing it in. Colby James tries to throw it inside. Thought Jace Rogers was going to cut, but he slowed down. That's going to be out of bounds.
Just a little bit of a misread there. Maybe not as much communication as needed, but nothing that they can't come back from.
Here's Cryer, throwing it to 10, 10 in the corner. Cogdill. 15 driving in, throws it to the corner. 30 taking another three. That one's no good. Rebound Cogdill. Throws it back to the top.
Almost a three. Fakes it out, passes it, and turns it over into the hands of the Bears. Bringing it down the floor now is going to be a foul, and we're going to have 2 shots from Jace Rogers.
Good hands from Jace Rogers, intercepting that pass and almost getting a
fast break right there.
Yep.
Almost went in, but there were just people in the way. But he knew exactly what he was doing, went up, drawed the contact, and he's shooting for 2 now.
Here's his first free throw. It's good. Now that we have a roster, number 30. He's got 9 points. That's Jackson Ward for the Eagles.
Looks like a 6'2" junior, and Jace Rogers' second free throw will be good as well. That is 2 for 2. Number 10 now of Mason Cogdill, a 6'2" sophomore, bringing it down the floor for the Eagles. They're going to hand this off down to the corner, into the paint.
Inside
See
15,
if we can go up.
posting up. Braxton Wilbanks playing good defense.
Great defense by Wilbanks.
Offensive board, 25 on the baseline, throws it back out to the top. This is 10.
Some very aggressive playmaking here. They're throwing the ball around a lot.
And Cryer pulls up for 3. It's no good, and it's going to be out of bounds. Willow ball. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I will say from the Eagles, that was some great playmaking going on. They were passing the ball as much as they could, just trying to get rid of it, seeing what they could do. Great playmaking by the Eagles.
They weren't wasting any time down there, and also Braxton Wilbanks pulls up for 3. It's no good. They were hustling down low. They got like 2 or 3 offensive boards on that play, so if they keep that up, then I think they'll keep this lead. Inside 30. Little teardrop's good from Jackson Ward. That's going to give him 11.
Jackson having a great night. 11 points in the first quarter already, and we are not even through this. He might just keep going, and if he can keep this heat, it's going to be a great game tonight.
Yep.
Rogers looking for a pass. Is going to hand it off to James. Over to the corner to Aiden Stewart. Hands it off to James again.
Colby driving in.
The shot. It is not going to convert.
A little out of control on that shot, but he had to get it off. He was in the air. So here's 15 after the missed layup from Colby. And it's tipped from behind by Jace Rogers. Good hands, and that's still going to be Hartville ball.
Great defense, though, still being able to get that out of their hands and being able to at least draw something. Now let's see if they can get a steal off the inbound here. That will be number 3 of Boone Garrison handing it in. Going to hand it out to the top of the key, but they're going to lob it up.
Oop to 15, getting blocked.
And it's going to be blocked by Wilbanks. Great block, but it looks like jump ball.
Yep. And
Great defense by Wilbanks.
Hartville ball.
And that was almost a snatch.
Almost. Those are my favorite kind of blocks. Whenever it doesn't even get out of the defender's hands, they just keep it. Those are the best.
I agree. Very entertaining to watch.
Yep. Also, it's just better because then you get the ball and then you get to go score on the other end. Inside 25 off the good pass from 10. 2 in the corner. Cryer driving on the baseline. Lays it in for 2. Good move.
They're going to bring it down now with 55 left on the clock. It is 9-19. The Eagles leading. James is going to go down here. Screen by Wilbanks. He's going to shoot. Looks like it's going to be a block on Wilbanks. Maybe illegal screen. I'm not sure.
Probably an illegal screen. That's Braxton's first foul. 49 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Score is 9-19. The Eagles have the advantage. And here comes Cogdill. Cogdill. Being guarded
James
by
going to fake.
Brady.
James playing heavy defense.
Yep. Inside 15, posting up, takes the right-handed hook shot. It's good. That was Grant Culver laying it in for 2. He's going to be inside all night. He is a 6'5" forward, so
he will. One of their big men, probably looks like even the biggest man on the team. So we're going to see a lot of him in the paint tonight.
If I'm the Eagles, especially since Willow is such an undersized team, I'm going to be feeding it inside of him every time tonight.
Spin move by James. He's going to pull up from the mid-range, but it is going to go off the rim and is not going to convert.
Ward gets the board, hands it off to Culver. Culver hop steps, throws it to the corner. Cryer pulling it for 3 on the buzzer. It's
good.
The buzzer beater
Great
from Cryer
shot.
After the good pass from Cogdill.
Great shot, great playmaking. That was probably the best thing they possibly could have done in that amount of time.
That was the best case scenario for the Eagles right there. Very well executed. Got to give them credit for that. All right, that's the end of the first quarter. Score is 24-9. We'll be back. Welcome back to Mumford Gymnasium on the Brent Colley Court. The story tonight so far, Jackson Ward for the Hartville Eagles has put up 11 points in the first quarter after three. We saw 3 threes from him. He didn't miss that last one, but he's shooting 75% right now from the three-point line.
Which is very great, especially at the high school level. I mean, you see guys even in the big leagues that can't even convert at the rate like that. So that's just great effort coming out from the junior
He's
even.
a junior, yeah.
Stewart looking to swing outside now, looking for a pass. Might not be able to make it, but he's going to get it off to James. James is going to be at the top of the key. We're going to see if they can play down. James is going to cross, almost loses his defender. Passes it out to Rogers. Rogers is going to look for a play here, swings it back out, but it's going to be tipped by the Eagles. Let's see if they can convert. And it's going to be a fast break layup off the steal. Good move by the Eagles. Bears looking to catch a breath here, see if we can recoup and convert a play off this play.
Here's Colby.
Maybe get a few points.
Hands it off to Brady. Brady at the top of the key. Hands it off to Aiden. A little bit of handoff action here from the Bears. Aiden's going to drive inside. Can't find anything, so he's going to hand it back off to Colby. Colby gets away from his defenders, throws it up. It's no good. A little too strong on that shot. So here's the Eagles after the missed shot from Colby. Cryer at the top of the key being guarded by Colby James.
Swings it out to the inside. That was a beautiful cut by Cryer, and that is going to be another 2 points for the Hartville Eagles. Score is now 9-28 with the Eagles leading.
Colby James just trying to get a spark for this Bears team going right now. They're struggling right now. Chase Rogers trying to cross up. Good hands from Cogdill. He's on the fast break and is going to lay it in for 2. Colby almost got that. Right behind him. Timeout. Full timeout from the Willow Bears. We'll be back after. Welcome back to the Brent Colley Court. After the Bears timeout, it's Willow ball, and we're going to have Colby James bringing the ball down the floor. And we've watched this Willow team. They've had it's been a rough start. Let's just be blunt here. It's been a slow start for the Bears. Hartville is, last year, you talked about this already. They were a state-ranked team. They made it to the Final Four. They did lose a couple kids, but they returned 7 of their starters. Brody Thompson's three-pointer is no good. And that's going to be out of bounds off the Bears. Oh, nope. They're going to say that was off the Eagles. It's going to be Willow ball. They did return 7 lettermen, so,
They did, and even though they lost these people, their coach Brett Reed has said that the expectations are still high, and their coach Brett Reed was actually last year's Coach of the Year.
So, in my 18 years of being alive, I don't know if I've ever seen the Eagles not be a state competing team.
I agree. Every time you hear about Hartville, you just know that they're a team that's going to come out and they're going to compete every single night. They're not here to mess around or anything. They're just going to come out. They're going to be aggressive. They're going to swing the ball as much as they can, and they're just going to score a lot of points.
Yeah, they've always been a tough team. I even remember back in the days when my sister were playing, and the Hartville Eagles were the girls' team. Even they've always been. They always have good coaches. They always have good players. So just got to come out here and expect it.
You see the players conversing on the court right now, getting their matchups as we get ready to start this. 6 minutes left in the second quarter. 39 Hartville Eagles. It's going to be the number 10 of Mason Cogdill bringing it down the floor, conversing with their coach.
Yeah, I was about to say, okay, the Bears were in a 2-3 zone there for a couple seconds, and the coach started yelling 5, so they went back to a man right then.
Coach seems to be enjoying a nice cup of water provided by our very own facility. Very great. Very refreshing. So props to our team, too.
Here's Cogdill being guarded by Brady James. Throws it inside 25, posting up on Braxton. Going up, Braxton's going to grab his arm. Almost got the block, but got a little too much arm on that block.
That's going to be foul number 2 for Will Banks.
Yep, and that was Peyton Cogdill going up. I guess we got a brother duo going on.
2 brother duos on the floor.
Yep. Love to see it. Here's the first free throw from Cogdill. Peyton Cogdill, it's good. That's going to be his 3rd point of the night. Seconds on the way here. And it's good.
Bears now going to bring in the sub. Actually, that will be the Eagles bringing in a sub. My apologies.
Checking in is number 3, Boone Garrison. After the free throws from the Hartville Eagles, Colby James coming across half court. Throws it to Jace Rogers. Jace Rogers lobbing it over to Colby. Colby trying to get around his defender.
Some aggressive playmaking going on here by James.
Yep. Being closely guarded by Cogdill. And
it's
the
going to
ball
go off the
tipped,
fingers.
and
Down to
here's
number 2.
Cryer on the fast break, putting it in for an easy 2.
Cryer will convert. Cryer is a 6'2" senior. Last year he averaged 14.4 points per game and a average of 3 rebounds. Cryer is also very excited about the season, and you can see that tonight. He also came out to play with 11 points tonight so far in the second quarter.
Good block by number 15 there. That was Grant Culver keeping Braxton from putting in the 2-pointer.
Going to be Garrison now bringing the ball down the floor as they looked around the screen, but it's going to be a fake. Still bringing it up, top of the key, down to 15. Also a fake.
Culver
He's going to spin, drives in, and
Almost
it's going to be yet another foul on Will Banks. I'm not too sure on that one, but
I think that actually
there might have been some contact.
I think that might have been on Jace. I think that Braxton was too late to the play. Yeah, that foul's on number 0, Jace Rogers. That's his first.
That makes sense, though.
Yeah. And Culver's first is no good.
Thompson now subbing in for Will Banks.
You know, the Eagles have been keeping their hands in the passing lanes really well tonight. I mean, how many steals have they had so far tonight? And, you know, gotten a conversion.
I'm not sure, but they have converted many of their steals.
Yeah. Second free throw is left short, but we get a board, an offensive board from Ward. He throws it back out to number 2.
That's going to be Cryer again, and that is going to be another 3. That will put him at 14 points for the night.
Just past Ward point-wise. Near the Bears after the 3-pointer from Cryer. Brady looking around. Hands it off to his brother. Colby pulling up, takes his own 3. Rattles around, no good. Rebound Cryer. And he's going to take it down himself. Throws it to Cogdill. Cogdill hop steps and puts, it rattles
off the
out.
rim, rattles out.
Yep. Here's Ward. Gets the offensive board. He puts it in for 2.
That one will
left-handed
swirl
shot.
right in. Bears bringing it down the floor again.
That was good hustle from the Hartville team.
Very great hustle. They got that ball, and they were right down the floor.
Jace. Brody set a ball screen. Jace didn't use it. He throws it to Colby. Colby hop steps himself and puts it in for 2.
Great shot by Colby. I mean, he had a man right in his face, but that wasn't going to stop him at all. That's going to be 5 now for James for the night.
He doesn't hesitate on those shots. He takes them.
He does not.
He doesn't second-guess himself.
He's aggressive. He goes out there, and he just thinks he's going to shoot it, so he's going to shoot it, and it's always going to go.
Number 15, Grant Culver's 3-pointer from the top of the key is good. That gives him 7 points. Score 11-42. Eagles have the advantage.
Rogers almost open on the wing, looking to swing it out now to James. Almost tipped off by number 3 of Garrison.
Aiden Stewart pulling up from the left wing. His 3-pointer is good. Good shot from Aiden Stewart. That puts him on the board for 3. Now here's Cryer being guarded by Colby. Throws it inside. Garrison posting up on Brady. He hands it off to number 30 there, and 30 puts it in for 2. That was Jackson Ward. That gives him 15. Colby pulling up on the right elbow. It rattles around. It's no good, and that rebound goes to number 15, Grant Culver, and he takes it on the floor himself, being guarded by Jace Rogers. Hands it off to Cogdill. Mason Cogdill driving in on the right side, lays it off the glass, 4-2.
Beautiful layup there. I'm not even sure how that went in. Like, that was just a great shot.
He was off balance. He was stretching out.
Off balance, stretching out, man all in his face. Beautiful work.
He's Jace Rogers.
Rogers looking to move around. He's going to take a shot from the middle, and it is going to be right down the middle, straight down the drain. Might get this man some change.
After the good spin move from Jace Rogers. Inside, Cryer wide open. Oh, no, sorry, that's actually Garrison. Boone Garrison wide open. Nobody on him, laying it in for 2.
Great cut by Garrison. I mean, the rest of the offense saw that play. And James is going to drive in now, and it's going to be a foul. James will shoot for 2 now.
Looks like some kind of mismatch back down here. I mean, I got to bring that up again. That was rough. Nobody.
That was, again, like you've mentioned, this is a very undersized team. I mean, after losing 2 of our biggest centers, Scooter and Scotty, both brothers Osborne, leaving us now with our current center, which would be Will Banks, who came off an injury recently.
Yeah, they're still keeping him. I guess it's like almost a minute restriction. He doesn't, he's not coming in right now too much. But first free throw's no good. Here's his second, and it's also no good. Rebound Mason Cogdill, and here come the Eagles.
Cogdill, top of the key, is going to hand it off to his brother Cogdill. Swings it out to the corner. It is going to be Cryer for 3.
It's good. That gives him 17.
Colby handling the ball now. Gives it to Thompson. Thompson shoots for the 3.
It's 3. It's a little long.
It's going to go off the back.
And Mason Cogdill. Nope, sorry. That's actually Jackson Ward gets the board. Hands it off to Boone.
Garrison will be bringing it down the floor now. They're going to swing it out. Back to Jackson Ward. Ward around the top over to Cryer.
Here's Cogdill to Garrison to Cryer. Cryer on the left side throws it inside.
In the paint.
Cogdill putting it in for 2. Wow.
Another example of this great playmaking going on by the Eagles. I mean, every time you're going to see, someone's always cutting down there. I don't know if we've seen a play where they haven't had someone just, great shot. Oh, wow. Beautiful layup by James. Undescribable. Phenomenal. Just threw it right up there, and it just rolled right in.
It didn't make sense physics-wise how that went in.
It didn't, but
it hit the bottom of the rim and
that's
went
just
in.
the sport of basketball. Up top now to Garrison, handing it off over to Cogdill. Back to Garrison. Back to Cogdill.
A little bit of operation pass around here from the Eagles, letting time expire right before we go to the end of the first half of play.
No look pass down.
Mason, no good.
Not going to convert. Would have been a great assist.
Ward posting up, throws it up. The Cryer, floater's no good. 25 gets the board, puts it in right before time expires. Good offensive board, man. The Bears they almost looked confused out there.
They almost did. A lot of playmaking going on. I mean, the Eagles were just rolling that ball around. But looks like that is halftime, and we are going to
Welcome back to Mumford Gymnasium on the Brent Colley Court. Story tonight, the Hartville Eagles have been taking over this game 55-18. They had the advantage. And we've seen tons of hustle plays, tons of three-pointers, and just all around just them play better than we have. Cryer takes a three. It's no good. And we got a foul called on the floor. That's going to be on number 30, Jackson Ward. That's going to be his first foul. But we've watched the Hartville Eagles kind of take over this game. Tons of steals, tons of hustle plays.
A lot of hustle. I mean, we look inside. They're always moving around. They're never staying still. There's always someone moving, whether they're cutting inside the basket or they're running around the key. There's just always someone, and that's how they're converting so many of these points, I believe.
Brady Thompson leaves it a little short. Jackson Ward gets the board. And also, I mean,
they've been hot from behind the three tonight, too.
They have been.
I mean, every time they put up a shot, there's a good chance that it's going in. And
inside, 30.
Great example right there. Moving the ball around. Great play.
Been insane tonight. It's been a fun game to watch.
It has been. Very entertaining. Just great basketball. James now with the cross at the top of the key. Over to Rogers. Rogers just three. Swirls the iron and is going to be no good off the back of the rim.
Jackson Ward gets another board. Wow. I think that's his third board in a row, including his offensive one he had down here. He's got 17 as well. Another almost really pretty pass inside. Then Ward does get the pass over to 25. 25 leaves it a little long, and then Brody Thompson falls out of bounds. That's going to be Hartville ball. I don't think 25 knew he was open even when he
I
got
don't
that
either.
ball.
It's kind of one of those things like when we used to play sport, the ball would just sometimes appear in your hands.
Yeah.
You don't know how it got there. But
Lob pass up to Peyton Cogdill.
Three is no good. It's going to go off the back of the board. Rebounded by Aiden Stewart. Hands it off to Rogers down the floor.
Jace Rogers slows the ball down. Let the play get set up. Hands it off to Aiden. Aiden being guarded by Jackson Ward. Closely guarded by Jackson Ward. He can't find anything. Good
into the paint to
pass
Wilbanks.
Wilbanks posting up on 15. Goes up. It's blocked by Grant Culver. Another offensive
board by James. Out on the Bears. That will be Hartville ball.
Here's Jackson Ward. Culver being guarded by Jace Rogers. Inside. Posting up. Getting blocked by Braxton. Good block by Braxton. Man.
Beautiful block. I mean, he stood up right there in the paint. He wasn't letting anything go. The three by Stewart.
It's
going to be right down. Great three by Stewart. That will put him at 6 points for the night. Timeout.
Way to convert that. Good defensive
Way to
possession
convert
into a three-pointer. That was good. That was good basketball.
That's the playmaking that we like to see from these boys. Timeout now. A lot of players have came up from last year's previous Hartville team, their JV team. A total of 6 players now coming up to play at the varsity level. It's good looking at having a great season. I mean, it's a great example of that tonight. They have 57 points right now, and it is in the third quarter from a team that this is how many points they typically average per game.
Yep. There's nothing you can say to that. I mean,
there's not really. I mean, they're just a great team.
They're having a really good game tonight, and the Bears are struggling a little bit, and I mean, they're taking advantage of our team right now.
They are. 2 players in the double digits already, looking to break 20.
And I think me and Jackson talked about this on one of the first live streams of the year. We knew that when the Bears came into a team that's, you know, averaging above 6 foot tall, we were gonna struggle. I mean, we're undersized, and I mean, we can't hide that, and it's showing right now.
I mean, we only have, looks like,
good
one,
hustle
two.
possession there. That was Jackson Ward laying it in for 2 off the offensive board. Colby loses
tipped
the ball.
off.
Braxton throwing it inside.
Recovery.
The pass is tipped by Cryer.
Tips to the corner to James.
Aiden Stewart in the left corner. Long pass over to Jace Rogers. Jace Rogers being guarded by Cryer, driving in, takes 2 steps and turns it over. Here comes number 15, Culver, on the fast break. And Colby tries to take a charge, and it is called a charge.
Hartville very confused about the call, but
that could have went both ways. I'm going to leave that up to the ref. you could argue that he was still moving, but I mean, he also, he got there, but he still was shuffling a little bit.
I didn't see too much of it to really have much of a say, but Colbert did not look too happy with the call. Colbert, also another senior, 6'5", looking to score at all 3 levels. I mean, we've seen that a great example tonight. I mean, he's scoring everywhere, from in the paint, on the outside, but when you're a man like that. James's 3 is going to go up, but it's going to be tipped just a little bit. Great board and repossession by the Eagles. They're going to bring it down the floor now.
I think the Bears need to slow their offense down here and think about it for a second.
Maybe just take a breath.
They look like they're rushing their shots a little bit. That was number 10, Mason Cogdill, laying it in for 2. And when you're down like this, I think that you need to slow down and think melodically about what you're doing.
I agree. James' shot is not going to be good. It's going to roll off the rim, but he's going to get the board, put it right back in.
Good hustle play. Got his own board. That gives him 9. Cryer driving in. Pump fakes. Or not pump fakes. Double takes. Leaves it a little short. A lot of offensive boards here for the Eagles.
It's going to be
Willow.
out on the Bears.
Eagles ball. Man. Bears can't catch a break right now. Number 2, Jalen Cryer throwing it in for the Eagles. Inside 25, posting up on Jace Rogers, throwing it up, and he's fouled. Peyton Cogdill muscling it up, and now is going to the line to shoot 2. Fouls on number 0, Colby James. That's going to be his 2nd foul tonight. No, 0 is not Colby. That's Jace Rogers, sorry. He's Cogdill's first. Leaves it a little short.
Bears looking up to switch the offense up just a little bit. Bring in the sub. That will be Rutledge for Stewart.
Sorry. That was probably so loud. 2nd free throw is no good. Here comes Jace Rogers. Long pass over to Brady. Brady takes a 3, rattles around, no good. Brody Thompson almost gets the board, but Cogdill ends up with the ball, and here comes Garrison the other way. Mason Cogdill being guarded by Jordan Rutledge. Gives it to Garrison. Garrison driving straight down the middle, throws it to the corner. Jackson Ward pulling up for 3, a little too strong on that. Tip from behind, Jackson Ward gets his own board, and too strong again. Fighting for the ball, almost gets another board, fighting over Brody Thompson. Willow comes up with the board, Jace Rogers coming the other way, almost loses it, puts it up for 2 and 1.
Great playmaking there, a lot of action there.
I felt like I was talking for 5 minutes.
You were. Cogdill gets his own board, but ends up turning it over. Rogers with a great conversion. I mean, he just ran right down that floor, put up there, drew some contact, knew exactly what he was doing with that play, and he's going to shoot for 1 now. Rogers to convert the and 1. No good. Rattles off the rim.
Jackson Ward getting another board. He's got a ton of boards tonight, along with 19 points. I bet he has a double-double at this point.
Probably. I mean, great game. Eagles now have 3 players within double digits.
Yeah.
James with the rebound. Down the floor, going for another fast break. See if we can convert after the last play.
Nope, looks like we're going to slow it down here. Oh, got him jumping. Scoops it in. Wow, good move.
Beautiful play. I mean, the fake there just rolls right under him. Rolls it right into the basket. Great play by James.
Here's the Eagles on the other end. Jackson Ward. Inside. Can't find anything. Throws it off to Mason Cogdill. Cogdill reverse layup.
Almost converts. But it's going to be a foul.
Peyton Cogdill got an offensive board there. I mean,
it's going to be a foul on Rogers, too. That is going to be his 3rd.
We've watched a lot of offensive boards for the Eagles tonight.
We have.
I know it's because of that size difference, but
I was going to say part of it might be that size difference, but I mean,
we gotta block out better.
Size can't be too much because I mean, looking at James has a lot of rebounds per game for his size too.
Yeah, that was Mason Cogdill putting it in for 2. He's got 12 now.
They're going to throw it to the corner. Brody Thompson with the 3. Rattles around, will not go in. There's going to be Eagles ball now. Eagles currently lead 63-27.
Cryer off the baseline, puts it in for an easy 2. I mean, defense looks confused. And a minute 30 to go here in the 3rd quarter, 65-27. You just said that. Like
It's fine.
A couple seconds ago. That's my fault. Brody Thompson hands it off to Brady. He sets a ball screen.
It's going to be tipped off by the number 2 of Cryer.
Being
gonna
almost
go
tracked
layup.
down by Jace, but Jace lets him put it in for the easy go-ahead, too. He's got 21.
James with the cross is going to pull up, and it's going to be in the drain. That's going to be a great shot. Nothing but net there. James now with 13.
Yeah, 13, yeah. Sorry.
Goes in inside from the corner. It's going to be no good.
It's no good. Colby
Picks off the rim.
gets the board. Here he comes.
Fast break.
And hops and can't
Rolls
connect.
right off the rim. No foul. They're going to keep playing.
Down the floor, Mason Cogdill puts it in. Oh, no, he left it a little short there. No defense on him, but can't connect. Jace Rogers gets the board, throws it to Colby James. Colby James driving straight down the middle on the right side, throwing it up. No good. Jackson Ward gets the board, and he slows the ball down here.
A lot of fast basketball there, but we are going to look like we're going to slow down the pace of this game right now.
They're
a lot of
probably
action right there.
Dribble this third quarter out. We only got 10 seconds to go. They don't need to get any shots off here.
They don't. Looks like we're just going to run the timeout. Which, when you have a lead like this, you can totally understand.
Looks like
There's
Jackson
not much
Ward's
else
actually
to
going
do.
to go up, but he can't connect.
And that is the end of the third. You are watching Bears basketball. We will be back after the short. We are ready.
Welcome back to Mumford Gymnasium on the Brent Colley Court. Here we are, the final quarter of play. 67-29, the Eagles leading, and coming out into the fourth quarter, the Bears are starting with possession. Colby James being guarded closely by Garrison. The Bears are looking to get something going here. They got to close this gap just a little bit.
James dribbling around up top now. Going to hand it off to his brother, Colby James. Looking to see if we can get a play going out here. Find anyone open. James pulls up. It's going to be right off the back. No good for James. Eagles bringing it down the floor now with a fast break. It's going to be Cryer with the hot step.
Euro steps around, and it looks like, yep, they're going to count that. Was not on the floor. That's an and one. He's going to the line. Shoot one. Good move.
Great move.
Fouls on number 1. Colby James, that's his first. Cryer's got 23 points now. It's difficult to guard those hesitation Euro steps. When you're going full speed and then
when you're going full speed, there's just
stop.
Not much time to react at that pace. Cryer to convert the N1. It is going to be right down the net.
Got a sub. I didn't see.
I didn't either. Eagles looking to change the game. It's going to be Cryer coming in, or Cryer coming out, trading in for Jordan O'Quinn.
Here's Brady. Brady James driving in, throwing it to Brody Thompson. Brody Thompson pulling up. Nobody on him. Knocks down the three from downtown.
Great three by Thompson. That'll be his first points of the night.
And if they're going to disrespect him like that and not get up on him, he might as well take that every time.
He might as well. Might be a little lesson to the defense, just a little there.
Yeah. Let them know that he's a three-point shooter, even though he is our big guy right now on the floor.
That as well. I mean, what better way to get your first points of the night with a three-pointer?
Here's Gus taking the three. A little too short on that. Jace Rogers gets the board.
Rogers bringing it down the floor. Now passes it to James in the corner. James looking to dribble around, hands it off back to Rogers. Rogers drives, pulls up.
Baseline J, it's good.
Great shot by Rogers. Great playmaking by the two of them. I mean, communication there. They knew exactly what they were doing coming down the floor, probably.
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 That gives Jace Rogers 12 points. Here's Gus throwing it inside. Garrison posting up on Colby. Throws it up to the top of the key.
That's going to be
Truitt. Jordan. And here's Gus. Back to Garrison. Being guarded by Colby. Culver pulling up for three. It's no good. Colby James ends up with the ball, lobbing it down. Culver tips the ball, and it goes out of bounds. It's going to be Willow ball.
Was a great look by James.
We actually have a turbo clock now. So they're not going to be stopping the clock when it goes out of bounds
They are
like
not.
that. Looks like we got a mass sub here for the Bears. Ball tipped out of bounds there by Jordan O'Quinn.
It will still be Bears ball. Throw it in. Coates looking outside. Gonna throw it to James beyond the half-court point. James is gonna bring it back in now. From the top of the key. Back over to Altermat. Hands it off over to McGinnis. McGinnis back to James. James at the top of the key. Looks to drive in. Maybe pull up. He's gonna pull and is going to be a foul on the floor. That will be a shooting foul. That will be 2 shots for Brady James. James will make the first of 2. And James is going to be 2 for 2 from the free throw. Great shots by James there.
That puts him on the board for 2. .35 pulling up at the 3-point line.
It's going to be just off the right side of the rim. O'Quinn's going to look now. No one around him. Almost had a shot opportunity, but just lost the ball a little. They're going to swing it around the outside now. Over to number 20. That will be Gus Sinning. He's going to swing it back out to number 3. It's going to be a 3,
Garrison's
and it's going to be right off the front.
No good. Another offensive board here by Gus. Gus, he got blocked. And here come the Bears. Here's Holt. And they get off to Brady James. James trying to get Garrison off his feet. He drives in. Little tear drop floater's no good. Offensive board by Holt. Holt putting it in for 2. Got the battle of the 3s here. Oh, no.
James is going to tip it away. Fast break over here.
Scoops it
He's
in
going
for
to lay
2.
it right in. Great conversion by James. I mean, great defense. He went out there all up in him. Tipped the ball right off his hands. Great 2 points. Little miscommunication. It's going to be another turnover by the Eagles, but they're going to get the ball back. Almost another fast break for the Bears.
Here's
Eagles
Garrison.
at the top of the key now.
Truitt handing it off to Gus. Gus on the baseline, pulling up just by the block. Little 4-footer's no good. Montana gets the board.
Hands it off to James, coming down the floor now. Swings it to Thompson. Thompson the 3. They learned from last time. He's not going to be able to shoot, but Altermat's going to shoot, and it's going to be just off the rim a little bit. No good.
And Jordan gets the board. Holt almost had himself another offensive board there. The right wing, inside. Lane, giving it back to Jordan. Lane setting a ball screen. He rolls, there's nothing there. Garrison being guarded closely by Brody Thompson. Truitt, driving in on the baseline, floats it up. He's fouled, and he's going to line to shoot 2. We've got 1:30 to go here
In this
in
fourth
the
quarter.
fourth quarter. All right, here we are in the fourth quarter, 56 seconds to go on this turbo-clocked game. And the Bears almost lost it there, but it's going to be Willow ball. And Colton will be back here in a second. He's going to get our player of the game. Brady James lobbing it inside. The pass is tipped. And that's number 3, Boone Garrison, with the steal there. We got 26 seconds to go. They're going to go ahead and pull up. Jordan puts it in for 3. Kind of thought the Eagles would dribble out the clock there, but they went ahead and they're still pulling. 15 seconds to go. Brady James wasting no time on the other end. His shot's no good, though, and the Eagles come up with the board, and it looks like they're going to just dribble it out here. Time expiring, 3 seconds, and they're going to just hold the ball. That's the contest, folks, 74-40. Eagles win that one, and that was a rough game for the Bears.
It was. I mean, both teams came out to play, but the Eagles just had the better end of it. The Eagles wasted no time at all in this game, and you can see where it came out on top.
And, I mean, we said there in the first, second quarter, the Eagles are always a great team. They had great size. We just don't have the size this year.
We don't.
And, I mean, they dominated us down low, tons of offensive boards. They had that Jackson Ward there. I mean, he was pulling, and, I mean, he hit a lot of threes there at the beginning stretch. And then Culver there at the end kind of, I mean, he took over as well, and he put in some pretty easy twos. And, well, it was over. I mean,
it was.
There was nothing the Bears could do, and we're going to go ahead and cut to some ads here, but we'll be back when player of the game gets up here. Welcome back to Mumford Gymnasium on the Brent Colley Court. Here we have player of the game, Jackson Ward. Jackson, great game tonight. We watched you in the first quarter there. I mean, you went 3 for 4 from the three-point line in the first quarter. It was a great quarter for you. You had 9 points alone from the three-point line, and then you had 11 by the end of it with a two-pointer there. How did you guys prepare as a team in practice for this Willow Bear team?
We got a great coach, and he's very good at scouting, and all our players, we stay engaged in practice, and we're able to take what we can get from film and go over an intense practice and get prepared for our schedule.
Yeah, you guys do have a great coach. His name is Brett.
Brett Reed.
Brett Reed, yes, thank you. He was coach of the year last year, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, we talked about that earlier. And you guys, in general, Hartville's always a state competing team. So, I mean, we knew that coming in that your coach was going to, kind of command you out there, and he did a really good job of that. So it was a blowout for you guys. Did you guys expect that when you were coming into this game, or were you expecting it to be a little more close than it was?
We try to not have any expectations going into a game. No matter what game we go into, even if we feel we're better or the other team's better than us, it's always a dogfight. I mean, Willow Springs, you guys are a good basketball team, and it was still a dogfight out there. But
and that's a good mindset to have. If you come in expecting that it's going to be a blowout, you can get in your head, and like if they're doing a little more than you're expecting, you can get in your head, and then they can come back and they can beat you if you expect it to be a blowout. So that is a very good mindset to have. What was your personal favorite highlight that you had tonight?
My personal favorite highlight is really not of me. I like seeing my team's success, and I like seeing my team succeed off of what I've done or just my teammates done. But Probably just assisting my teammates in general.
Yeah, that's the best thing to do. I mean, being a team player is the biggest part of basketball. Basketball is not a one-man job. It is a team sport, and you did a very good job out there. We watched you have a ton of offensive boards. I mean, you were bodying up down there, getting around our guys, and you were able to get your teammates open, and it was really fun to watch you out there. What is your team? You haven't went down to the locker room yet, so I know you haven't really conversed too much yet. But what is your team going to take out of this game?
I mean, we're going to take out that we played a very good basketball team. We were able to come out of a win and playing a good basketball team. I mean, you guys are no joke on the basketball court. And, I mean, just take out that we can play good as a team together and have fun winning, too.
And what motivated you tonight to play as you did? I mean, you came out here and you kind of dominated our basketball team. I'm not going to lie. So what motivated you before you came in to play this Bears team?
Probably our coach's mother passed away from breast cancer a couple days ago, or about a week ago. And we've been just going through a tough time with our point guard being hurt. And, you know, on a basketball court, there's got to be a leader. So I felt like our coach is going through a tough time, and he's battling through it the best he can. But, you know, trying to step up for where our coach can't.
All right, I'm very sorry to hear that. But I mean, that's great. That's a good motivator for you guys, and I know that you guys did a really good job tonight. So good job, Jackson Ward. Player of the game, Jackson Ward. Thank you for tuning in to BMP tonight. Bears basketball.